The superstar Prabhas is struggling to get a clean hit tag at the box office. The previous few films of Prabhas, which were made on huge budgets, didn't work, and the audience rejected both the movies like they were nothing special. Radheshyam, the most anticipated love story, which was made on a budget of around 350 crores, became the biggest disaster in the career of Prabhas as well as at the Indian box office. Fans were expecting something good from the movie. After the failure of Saho, I was shocked that Prabhas was going to make a love story movie, and what was more surprising was that the budget of the movie, that you know how much it was. Let's keep all this aside for a few minutes and talk about his upcoming movies. After Bahubali, Prabhas gained huge stardom nationwide, which led the faith of the producers to rest on the shoulders of Prabhas. Now, producers were not investing in the actor Prabhas and the story of the movie, rather, they were and are investing in the stardom of Prabhas. But if the movie is poorly made and badly executed, then even the stardom of the actor can't do anything with the results of the movie. I think in many interviews, Prabhas himself has shared his will to make small movies just for his fans, but due to his huge stardom, he is unable to. This shows how much he wants to make different kinds of cinema. In a press meeting, Prabhas said, "I want my audience to enjoy my movies. I don't want them to get bored. But if this cycle of failure keeps on repeating, then it is worrisome." But I think Radheshyam was the last full stop to this failure. Now, a new chapter in his life is going to be made with these upcoming movies. Do you know what is the major difference between his previous few films and his upcoming films? The directors and the vision of the movie. Saho and Radheshyam were made by the directors who were not very experienced and were new to this pan-India space. And in my opinion, somewhere between the story of the movie and the stardom of Prabhas, they focused more on the stardom of Prabhas, not the actor Prabhas, which put unnecessary pressure on both directors and Prabhas. Adipurush, Salaar, Project K are some of the biggest projects of Indian cinema, which are in making. Now you might think how these movies are going to be different from his previous few films. The difference between the experienced directors and the vision of the movies. Adipurush, directed by Om Roth, who has successfully delivered the blockbuster Tanaji, though this movie is going to be his second movie in his career, it looks like he is capable of handling these massive projects scale-wise as well as stardom-wise. The subject of the movie is very delicate and if handled with care can create waves across the nation. Salaar. Now you all must have heard the name of the brand KGF, and this brand is manufactured by none other than Prashant Neel, a silent man with violent characters. Ugram, KGF, KGF 2, he has only made 3 movies in a span of a decade. But you all know the impact that these 3 movies have created in Indian cinema, not only in Kannada cinema. KGF has time and time created records on the box office, social media and in the hearts of the audience. Hope the same magic happens with Salaar and we get to see the most violent man in action. Project K. Mark my words, this movie will open our gates to Hollywood, just like Bahubali opened the gates for the South Indian cinema to Bollywood. The utmost talented and visionary director is working on this movie, Nag Ashwin. Though I have only watched his one directorial, Mahanati, I am damn sure if he can create the history, he can create the future too. You know the movie is going to be good when the chairperson of Mahindra himself supports you to make this project happen. I have already spoken a lot, so it's time I conclude the video. Whatever has happened and has been done is done. Now look forward to what is going to be done by the man himself. Thank you for watching the video. Yours truly, my opinion.